Well, I've had a ball this week, Ed, this past week. I know it's been time that I've spent away from here and stuff, but, it was learning for me, and I've enjoyed it. It was a lot of work, very tiring. By the end of the night, man, I was just exhausted.
Pit party is just with the pits on the back straight. Anyone coming through turns 1.
But, it's been fun.
How come that one we're getting bleed over?
Turn the volume down on the Twitch.
Okay.
That way you must be getting something there.
Nope, I'm hearing. Oh, it could be yes. One of the drivers in here talking, I guess.
Yeah, probably. I mute them in there so I don't hear them.
Sound like Keith.
Wonder where everybody's at tonight.
Where there are 18 drivers, man, when you got 10 of them driving tonight. Oh, it's Kevin. That's the well, our stream looks good, bro.
Good deal. Yeah, I think this is going to be a pretty rough one tonight, Ed. I just hope the guys.
Do we have 10 or 11 drivers, bro?
Well, not counting you and I, it'd be 11.
Okay. God, we had 18 drivers. Where are they all?
Don't know. Where's Timothy? Timothy's the one that's paying for this stuff, so I don't know. He's the one I worry about each week, that because he's the one that's paying for it, Now they still got about 15 minutes, so. But yeah, anyhow, it was a pretty tiring week, and I got a lot of thank yous and a lot of, great job done and this and that. But, man, I'll tell you what, it was tiring. And I missed you.
Well, I could imagine. I missed you too, bro. I was, man, it's weird without you not home no more.
Not home no more. But I've figured out a few things on my settings and stuff, and I think I've got much better quality on the picture as far as, and what I'll tell you that what I'm talking about is, okay, when you're kind of close up on a car, I don't know if you're still on the stream, are you? You are?
I'm still there.
Okay. When you kind of get the sun reflection and you get that shine across the car or the windshield, like a what do I want to call that?
Glare?
Glare, yeah. Okay, I never had that before. And I found out my settings weren't optimized for in iRacing, and that's why.
Oh, okay.
So now that I have them optimized, oh man, it's running better. My iRacing's running better. Now, that's not going to make the stream run better, but it's making my game run better, maybe easier. So it's, I think it's really kind of changed it, how it's the appearance of it, I like that shimmer coming across the cars. You see like the sun reflecting. The grills look more chrome, the shiny chrome.
Oh, right, okay, yep.
Versus just like a chrome color, a silver color, and you actually get like cloud reflections in the grill chrome. It's really cool. Ooh, a couple of guys poking her a little bit. Yeah, I just hope we see the guys here being kind of patient out here tonight, Ed. They got a long ways to go, 125 laps here. So this is going to be a long one for them. If they get wrecked out, it's going to be a long night,
Oh, sure is, man. Hang on your hat on this track.
Man.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I couldn't drive it. Every time I come off a turn, man. I mean, I turned a couple laps, but you can't really get off to the gas, man. Like I was doggy paddling, man. That's man. Every time I get on the gas, the whole rear end wants to come right around.
Yeah. And you know, and a lot of these guys have put a lot of practice laps on this track this week. Okay, I mean a lot. William and Sean and Jeremy have. Kevin's turned a lot of laps on here. He even run official ones last night. Finished second in one. So great job by Kevin out there last night. But
yeah, 10-4 on that.
So these guys have got a lot more laps on this track than you and I do. You know.
How many laps we turned tonight, Rudy?
125.
Okay.
So, you know, it might be a long race for these guys, but all in all, I think, you know, if they can just keep, like I said, if they can just be patient, keep the thing, you know, headed in the right direction, let off that gas when they need to, use the brake, keep it off of the wall is going to be the biggest thing.
Oh, big time, man. Like I said, I was getting these turns and sliding up against the wall.
Yeah. You know, 1 and 2 is not bad. They're saying that you can flat-foot it around 1 and 2. I tried it. I had to lift just a touch. But now 3 and 4, you got to really get off the gas and even use a little brake.
Big time.
Yeah. Guy's gonna do another pit party. Did you see Kevin's new paint job?
No, show me it. I'm still on the, yeah.
I'm on the stream right there.
Oh, the yellow one?
Yeah, the caution. Looks like caution tape. And,
oh, yeah, that looks good.
yeah. Now check out what the back of it is here. I'll go to the back of his truck.
Nice. I like that.
Yeah. He was all excited about it. Oh, you gotta see my paint. You gotta see my paint.
This looks good, man. How many painters we got in here now, Rudy? Any?
Kevin's just learning. Rush, I don't know how much painting Rush does. I'm not sure about Jeremy. I think Jeremy might do some painting. Gosh, he does everything else graphics-wise, you know.
Right, right.
Other than that, I don't know.
Well, I think we need a contest over here.
I agree. I'll throw the money up for that.
I don't want to paint. You know what I mean, bro? I don't want to paint nothing.
Right. I agree.
Just want to, come in here, commentate, and have a good time with you, and look at different things.
Wow, Rush is flipping end over end over end. Holy smokes, he's still flipping. Wow, he had some serious air on that one. I got to go back and review that one again. He cartwheeled, oh my God, must be 10 or 12 times.
Yeah, I just watched that, man. Wow. It was like, did you see the bounce he got off that car?
No, not.
That Rush, man, I think that.
Oh my God. I think that
what a flip, man.
That warrants a trip to the infield care center there, I believe. That's a mandatory trip.
Sorry about that, Rudy. I had a phone call.
Mm-hmm.
It's about my job.
So Tony's out here. He's gonna beat these guys, and they're gonna be upset. He ain't turned a good lap yet, though.
Oh, he hit the wall pretty hard.
Yeah, he's going to say, well, this ain't the iRacing. Yeah, it is the iRacing setup. The iRacing one failed. All I did was go down 2 clicks on the left front camber to bring it in. 2 clicks brought it in. So really actually not even changed anything.
All these guys, this new build that iRacing did.
I know. I kind of like that. You know, I was thinking about that earlier today. That, you know, if we just took the 1.5 miles and less, or not the 1.5 miles, leave them alone, but anything less than 1.5 miles, and just change the weather to, you know, take it down the temperature as low as we could go.
Right.
And you know, and maybe that'll kind of help these cars out a little bit. And because, man, I'm telling you what, you can't even drive it. You know, remember how good it was on Kansas?
I know.
You can't drive it like that anymore on Kansas. That was the best track in iRacing.
I know. That's awful, Rudy. It really is.
It just ruined it.
Get another turnover.
Tony did not practice last night, and
Is he gonna make? Is he gonna make 10 laps?
He's only turned 4 right now, and we got about,
and when we going?
3.5 minutes, or less, about 3 minutes.
Might not make it.
I don't know, Ed. I mean, I don't know what you want to do, but maybe just throw the damn rule out. Just forget it. No, I mean, I don't know what you want to do.
I hear you, bro. It's just, I mean, I know you go out to practice. Before, I mean, if you can go out there and do 10 laps before we go qualifying, then you can start qualifying. But if you can't make it qualifying, then you got to start in the back with you, because these guys work hard practicing. You know what I mean?
I know. And all it is a matter of just getting in here a few minutes early and turning 10 laps and be done with it, you know. But I don't know. It's totally up to you. Whatever you make the call on it.
Yeah, we'll talk right after we broadcast this.
Well, I mean, what are you going to do if Tony don't make it?
He has to start. He has to start in the back of the field, Rudy. I mean, that's, you know what I mean.
Well, you'll probably have to give him an EOL. I mean, David Howard Jr. fell to an unacceptable level.
Oh boy.
He's gonna be hot. Oh man. I hope he makes it back.
He's gonna be flipping, man. He fell out of team speak too.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, we got about a minute. You'll probably have to give him the EOL, Ed, because, you know, I don't know if Dustin's gonna. He's not seeing what we're seeing, you know. I don't know.
Well, we're gonna forget it tonight, Rudy. I ain't gonna mess with that tonight, but I'm gonna let these guys know tonight what's gonna happen.
Well, they've all been warned.
Yeah, exactly. And here's what the thing is, Rudy. If we're doing practice on Mondays, guess what? You better be in practice. If you're not in practice, then you're going to end of the line. I'm not gonna deal with this shit just coming in here. I don't care about the 10 laps. You know what I mean? These guys work so hard. Just come and practice. I should be talking about it online, but
Yeah, we'll talk about it later. And David's going to be hot. And he's going to be hot. All right, so we're done practicing here, getting ready to go qualifying. We'll kind of keep an eye on it. So, Ed, we know this is going to be a rough track here tonight. I don't know why they put this track on the schedule, but I didn't make up the schedule. Okay, David's back. If I'd have been him, I wouldn't have worried about coming in TeamSpeak. I'd have worried about making sure he made it in the race first. But he's
exactly.
back. He's back. Hopefully he can make it in here before qualifying's over. Dang. That I hate that for him, man, because, you know, he's going to try so hard. I mean, you know, he's last season champion, and he's going to try so hard. But I think he's going to run a little bit more relaxed this season, you know. He told me so many times last season that he was just so nervous, and he was. I'm sure you could hear it in his voice a lot of times. So nervous about the season, and, you know, making sure that he wanted, I mean, he made every race. The only one in there that made every race.
Yeah, well, that's because he's, you know, he's dedicated, Rudy. You know, we have a couple of drivers that are dedicated to this place.
Yep. Okay, he made it back in. Good deal. Maybe he can get out there and make a couple of, or at least one good qualifying lap.
His quality's way down, though. Still in the red.
Well, Ed, why don't you go up, maybe tell him to drop out of TeamSpeak. That might help his connection in iRacing a little better.
Okay.
If he wants to, you know.
All right, I'll ask him.
Okay.
User left your channel. Hey, wake up. Error. User joined your channel.
Did he say he was okay?
Yeah, he's fine. What happened is his laptop died out on him, and he had to plug her in.
Oh, man. Well, it's a good thing. I mean, he just barely made it back in. Wow. So it must be Tony's going to start in the back. He hasn't turned any qualifying. So... I just hope the guys are really patient out here with one another tonight. You know, we've got a couple of new guys in here, Matt and Spencer, you know, running for the first time with these guys out here. And And actually, Jeremy, he's raced with them a few races end of last season, so he does know how these guys run, Ed. But you know, you got a couple new guys out here that haven't had a chance to run around these guys, so you know, they need a learning curve on both of their parts. You know, the new guys and with the older guys.
Right, exactly.
You know, I see Spencer Burns there coming out right out of the gate there with the second place in the qualifying. So, but you know, during practice he was saying, man, he just couldn't drive this track. So I hope he takes that into account. So here we go. We're going to be gridding up Ed.
10-4, Rudy. Give you the load down there in the qualifying, feel me though?
All right, sure.
All right, here we go. We got the first place. Taking the pole is the 88 of Sean Butler with a 28.786, Rudy. Pretty fast time. In second place, rolling out in the 56 is Spencer Burns, driving out the 28.853. Rolling out in third spot, the number 9 of William D. Kurt. William D. Kurt spun out the 29.006. Rolling out in the fourth spot, driving the number 7, Dave Howard Jr. 29.010. Rolling out in the fifth spot, the 51 of Dustin Lee with a 29.109. Then we got Jeremy Patterson rolling out in the number 6 spot, the 38. 38, you got 29.150. Rolling out in the 7th spot, the number 84, Kevin O'Brien. Kevin O'Brien with a 29.581. Then we got rolling out in the 8th spot, the number 69,
Jared Akey.
Rush Jerry Akey with a 29.581. Rolling out in the 9th spot, Rudy, Chuck Scally, right?
Scala.
Scala, right? With a 30.319. And then we got the 10th spot, rolling out in the 10th spot, the number 01 of
Tony Godwin.
Tony Godwin there. Yeah, and he didn't get a time of qualifying there. And rolling out in the 11th spot is driving the number 14 is Steve Hurst. And driving out in the 12th spot will be Aaron Davis. And the 15th spot, the number 17, Matthew Breckle. And that's it, Rudy. There you have it.
All right. Thank you, Ed.
You're very welcome.
All right. So, cars coming around. Trucks coming around. Lights off on the pace car. And the next time by, we're going to see some green flag racing here. I want to make sure I've got my spotter pack turned down. I don't want that thing jumping out. All kinds of stuff. Okay. Because we're going to give the countdown on all this stuff. Now, what's Spencer doing?
Oh, he pulled down there for some reason. Something's going on.
Spencer, they all want an EOL, I guess. I guess they don't want to start up front. Scared. They're chicken. I would be too.
Well, if something happened. Why is a nice looking truck he's driving though? Number 56.
Alright, so Sean Butler leading them down. David Howard on the outside. So green. William Kirk on the inside of David Howard. He does take that position away from David. Back here in the field, these guys kind of just single file, running their lines, trying to get the feel for this track. Very, very treacherous track. I think we're.
Oh, it sure is.
Aaron Davis trying to get a run on that low line. Catches the apron. Ooh, Chuck Scala come down into him a little bit, but everybody saved it.
Yep, 15 did a good job right there. Chuck Scala just let off the gas and let him go through. They bumped doors a little bit, Rudy.
Yep, good job. Aaron Davis does complete that pass. Matthew Breckel goes by him also, and Tony Godman. So everybody makes it by clean. Meantime, up front here, Sean continuing to lead. And by the way, he did lead the first lap and the second and the third. Coming to the end of the third. So turn 3 and 4, Ed. Let's talk about turn 3 and 4 a little bit while they're green flag racing here. A total different set of turns than 1 and 2. Sort of like a Bristol setup. You know, Bristol 1 and 2 is kind of a wide sweeping turn, but 3 and 4 is really tight.
Yeah, it sure is, Rudy. It's really like short, you know what I mean? And actually the banking, it's a little bit different.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. Dustin Lee getting on the inside of William Kirk here. William Kirk backpedaling a little bit. Dustin Lee kind of changes his mind on that pass, but two guys getting, Jeremy Patterson got by William Kirk on that, so, and now Jeremy Patterson getting by David Howard, and that being 4th position, that'll put him into the 2nd position. Now he sets his sights on the leader.
I think David Howard Jr. said, you know what, I'm going to let you lead, get out in front of me, man. I'm not going to burn my equipment up, man. You know what I mean? I just want to drive it out there, take it easy, and be patient. That's what these drivers need to, be aware of, that some of these guys are not going to push the issue, you know what I mean? It's a long race, and this place is really, really tough.
Well, David...
Oh, we got a caution, Rudy. Sorry.
David, a very smart driver, so... Okay, so let's see. Oh, we got the 69. I'm showing a 69 here into the inside wall. So let's go back it up here a little bit, and we'll see if we can figure out what happened to Rush. Looks like it might have just been a lone... No, wait a minute. We'll go to the far east view here. Kind of almost looks like maybe Aaron Davis might have tapped him in the rear end. Yeah, Aaron Davis just come in there way too hot. It was almost like he didn't even lift off the gas. Aaron's going to have to start being a little more careful than that.
Oh, so, man, you just gave him a shove right there, yeah, and got him a little shook up. Now, you can't do that in these kind of tracks here, man. Those things have trouble enough trying to stay on the track here.
That's for sure. Well, I don't think he did it intentionally, but, you know... And it's hard to tell when, when somebody's up in front of you, you're going to check up. It's just hard to tell.
He almost had it saved, but he's way past that, that line down there where it's really not a lot of grip down there.
Right. So,
just got loose.
Quite a few of the guys on pit road here. We're seeing pretty much, I think, everybody going to do a 4-tire change. Yeah. Pretty much everybody doing a 4-tire change. Tony Godwin, I'm going to go back to him, Ed. I'm not sure if he did a 2-tire or 4-tire.
Okay, Rudy.
I'm going to go back to him and check this out.
Oh, Jerry Icky, man, I feel you, brother. Man, I really feel you, buddy. That was a hard lick in the inside wall. Hoping to get that into the pits and get it fixed, brother.
Now, Tony did a 2-tire change, Ed. So, and I'm just going to assume, knowing Tony, he might have done that to try to stay out there for track position. He's not going to be in the lead by any means, but showing David Howard Jr. out in the lead at the moment. Running second is Steve Hurst, and Rush running in the 3rd spot. Wow. Rush going to try to stay out there with that hunk of junk?
I don't know. He's going to give it a whirl, all right.
We know if anybody can do it, he can do it, Ed.
I know. He can run out 4 flat tires and still race.
Yeah. So. All right. That puts Tony in the 4th spot. Sean Butler will be starting in 5th. Jeremy Patterson 6th. William Kirk in the 7th spot. I believe Dustin Lee is in the 8th. It says 9th, but I think he'll be 8th. Aaron Davis will be 9th. Spencer will be 10th. Matthew Breck will be 11th. And Chuck Scala will be 12th.
Hey, that's where our buddy Steve Hurst is running in 2nd place. Rudy.
I know, I see that.
Good job there, Steve.
Well, I think he was kind of hoping maybe David was going to pit and maybe he could stay out there and lead a lap, but it didn't work out for him. So I hope that he doesn't wad up the field behind him.
Yeah, 10-4, man. He wouldn't do that, Rudy. He'll let these cars go by on a high side, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, he's not going to be able to get to the low side right away. So, well, we'll see how it all pans out. Lights are off on the pace car. David Howard leading them down here. We're on lap 10 already, Ed. So
they're cruising.
115 to go. Well, we knew this was going to be a bad race, so I don't think I'd have put this track in the schedule, but it is what it is. We got it. Gotta make the best of it.
So that's what I say too, Rudy.
All right, pace car ducks off.
And we're going green, green, green here, Rudy.
There they go. And Steve didn't quite get, I figured that he might not get that run that, rushed down a little bit on the low side, trying to keep it off of the track. Does maintain it, but he keeps it down. He keeps it out of the way. Oh, what the heck? We got the 17 blew up, or what happened there? We got another caution already?
I don't see one.
Okay. We just got a mix-up back there going on. I'm not sure what's going on back in the back of the field, but the 15's down off of the track here. Let's go back and take a look at this and see if we can figure out what happened to the 15. We've got a couple of them here off of the track. The 15 and the 14 coming together. Ooh, Jeremy Patterson getting into that. Okay, we're going to go back to the far chase view here. Looks like Chuck kind of coming up. Well, I'm not going to say that. Jeremy hitting the wall on the outside and coming down across the track and into Chuck Scala. So Jeremy Patterson collecting up Chuck Scala. And both of them taking a lot of damage on this. Chuck
That's too bad.
And along comes Steve Hurst here. Not sure if you think he was trying to check up and stay out of the way of that. And it looked like he hit the brakes and kind of locked him up and went up into the 14. I don't think he got a lot of damage on that, but it's probably going to be enough that it's going to screw up his steering. So, and he is on pit road. And still no caution, huh, Ed?
No caution, sir.
Good deal. Good deal. Aaron Davis hard into the wall. But he still keeps going. He was running in the 5th position there, but he let Dustin Lee go by, and them two racing side by side might have cost him. Got into the wall a little bit. Tony Godwin,
in the wall, still in the wall.
Tony Godwin in 4th. David Howard Jr. back here in the 3rd position. William Kirk second, and up front is Sean Butler again. Sean leading him around here.
You're going to have much left of that right side of his truck to keep smacking that wall.
So Steve Hurst and Chuck Scala both going many laps down. Not sure if Chuck Scala's on pit road. Steve Hurst still out there running. So good job by Steve.
I wonder how Steve got 3 laps down there, Rudy.
In pits, I guess, trying to get some of that damage fixed up.
Oh, 10 bar.
Yeah, because they stayed green, and he went down pit road and changed tires and tried to get a little of that damage. I think he had more damage than what we knew about. You know?
Oh, right.
I mean, although it didn't look like much, you know, I think he had more than what we thought. So he's out here kind of just putzing around, making sure, you know, he knows that the more laps he turns here, you know, the more points he's going to get. So good job.
I guess Chuck Scala took his truck behind the wall.
And Aaron Davis also.
Yep, sure has.
Oh, man. Rush still out there running in the 9th spot with that hunk of junk. Only one out there that could do that.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Spencer Burns running here in the 6th spot, holding his own, about 8 seconds, 8.1 seconds behind the leader, but doing pretty good. Tony Godwin here running into 5th position. Looked like Dustin Lee got by Tony, and that was 4th position. So Dustin Lee picking them off one at a time, and that's exactly what I kind of told the guys before the race, you know, that they need to think about doing, you know, to kind of bide your time a little bit, run the laps down, and then the last 20 laps, then go get them, you know.
Oh, you're right there, Rudy. I see Tony. Tony hit the wall pretty hard there. He's got it straightened back out, but he's having some trouble.
He's sawing on that wheel in there.
Oh yeah, I can imagine, Rudy. It's tough.
Yeah.
Whoa, he's skating there. He's skating around those corners.
Only Tony, though.
Oh yeah, yep.
He can drift it around the corners and hang on to it. I couldn't do that.
Oh, me either, Rudy. Once that rear end starts coming around, I'm going around.
Yep.
Good driving there, Tony. Good job there, Steve, giving Tony room to come up around there.
Dustin Lee got a little loose, come down onto the apron. Gathers it back up, though, gets back up there just in time for Tony to come up on his back bumper. And Tony looking on the inside if he can get a run on him. I don't know. I think this track is difficult for all these drivers out here today. I think they're all struggling. David Howard Jr. now getting by William Kirk, and that was for the 2nd position. So David finding a little something extra here.
I think what it is, David's taking his time, man. He's just, you know, not burning that stuff up, and don't burn those tires up. You know, let's let the car drift into the corners, and when it comes off, then get the gas. You save the equipment. Actually, you're going to save the rear tires on this thing, Rudy. You know what I mean? Once you get these things hot, man, this thing will come around.
Oh, yes, definitely.
That's what I'd be doing. I'd be just letting off the gas, let it drift into the corners, and once it comes off, then start hammering on the gas.
David caught Sean by 3/1000ths of a second that lap.
Oh yeah, man, he's cruising.
Almost immeasurable, you know. But he did.
Yep.
He did catch him by 3/1000ths of a second.
Wow.
Oh, he lost a lot of ground to him that time, though.
I noticed he drifts his way up against the wall a little bit. I think he might have let off the gas just a little bit earlier, getting in the turn. He might be better off. Come up high and let it go, come right down.
So we got a battle coming about here for 9th and 10th place. Rush and Kevin O'Brien back here battling. I think they're just kind of cruising around to run their laps down too. They're staying on the lead lap, and that's what's important. But,
Oh, it sure is, Rudy.
They're about to go a lap down though here before too much longer. Sean is catching them. He's just a few seconds behind them. Probably about 6 seconds behind them. And Sean keeps this stuff up and he could possibly lap the whole field.
I hear you, man.
I think Sean's coming out of the gate this season, Ed, to he wants to prove his worth here, and he wants to, he wants to be recognized as a great racer here with our league too, and I got to give him a big kudos to that because he wants to be up there with the David Howards and the Tony Godwins, and I mean he showed us late season last year that he can do it.
Oh yeah, exactly. His style's good. I mean, he runs these trucks really well. I noticed as I was watching his lap times, man, and they're awesome. Good for you, Sean.
And David Breckel running really well here tonight, running in the 8th spot. Is actually his first official race with us, and doing quite well. So Tony Godwin does get by Dustin Lee, and that puts Tony into the 4th position now. So Tony's starting to get enough laps here to practice. He missed a lot of the practice, and he's learning as he goes here, and he's doing quite well. He's picking up positions. It's just hard to see.
Oh, we got a yellow. We got Steve Hertz coming around, number 14 truck.
Oh, yep. Well, let's go back here and watch him. I think he was trying to keep it down on the apron, but you can, if you don't slow it down, you're not going to do well. And he does bring it back up across the track and collect Spencer Burns into that. So let's go back here a little ways, and we're going to go to Spencer's truck. It looked like Spencer tried to do everything he could do to miss that, and just quite couldn't miss it. Yeah, he turned hard left to try to miss him, and maybe if he would have went high, he would have missed him, but you just don't know,
Yeah, exactly, Rudy.
Oh my. Oh, and Spencer's going to have a lot of damage on that truck tonight. So it looks like his plan is to come in pit. Steve Hurst is still on pit road, probably trying to get some of that damage fixed up. I believe he's already used his reset, so he's going to have to probably get some of that damage fixed up. And Spencer's got a ton of damage on the front of that truck, Ed. Oh, what did he do? Disconnect?
Yep, it looks like he took a car behind the wall. Too much damage. I thought we had a fast refit fix tonight.
We do.
Huh?
We do. I don't know why everybody's not using them, or maybe they already did. I don't know.
No, it could be.
So Sean Butler is still out here in the lead. I didn't catch it, Ed, if they pitted or not. Did they pit?
I didn't know. I was looking at the replay, Rudy. Sorry.
Yeah, me too. Let me
just want to know what happened.
Let me go back here and see if I can. Yeah, they did pit. All the leaders pitted.
Okay.
Yes, sir. On lap 34, they all come down pit road here. And let's kind of see what Sean does here, whether he does a 2-tire or 4-tire. Or looks like all the leaders did a 4-tire change, Ed. So,
well, I think I would too, man, especially at this track.
Yeah. So it looks like Matthew Breckel stayed out and led a lap, Ed. So very good job by Matthew.
Oh, definitely.
Mm-hmm. That's a very valuable point for him to get. And then he does come down pit road, him and Kevin O'Brien and Rush. Rush finally come down pit road. And Rush probably going to use his reset now. And that's on lap 35. Changes all 4 tires. No. He didn't get a reset. Or whatever that. He may have already used it. Not sure.
Paul Spencer Burns down here. I'm going to ask those questions. Well, I guess I'm not going to pull him down because he already left. Okay.
Alright. Pace car is off. Green flag. Tony Godwin tries to get a little bit of a run on David Howard going into turn 1. He has a little difficulty hanging on to that, though. And William Kirk coming hard on that high side. Those two almost touch. Tony does make that pass on William Kirk, so Tony in for the 3rd spot. Dustin Leak coming up really fast on William Kirk's bumper. And Jeremy Patterson right there, too. Rush right on his tail. So these guys are racing it up pretty hard up here on these fresh tires.
You might have used them while you got them, Rudy.
Yeah, I guess. Well, you're just going to make them go away quicker, though.
Yeah, 10-4 on that.
Dang it, I wish Timothy would have been here tonight. Dang.
Yeah.
Tony trying to look maybe like he might be looking on the inside of David here for that 2nd position, but David really strong coming out of these turns. Tony's going to have his hands full trying to get by David. Dustin Lee running in the 4th spot. Jeremy Patterson in 5th. William Kirk slipping back to to sixth spot now. William definitely going back, Ed.
Well, what'll happen?
Tony kind of slips up a little bit into that turn, but David continues to hit his mark right on.
But you gotta hit your mark. Don't matter who's in back of you, man. Just run your same line that you've been running, and don't worry about the guy in back of you. I think that's what happens. A lot of you guys get scared if someone gets up on their bumper, Rudy, and you just gotta run your line. Don't be scared, man. They're gonna have to either take you on the pass you up on the straightaway. Or you can't pass in the corner unless you're really good. I don't think it's hard passing here unless that guy gives you the room in the turns.
You know, not only do we have a battle for second and third there, but we've got a battle back here for fourth, fifth, and sixth.
I've been watching these guys, man.
This is a great battle going on here.
Ooh, the 50 winner got scratched against the wall.
Oof.
Up to me with this hold. Oh, we got Jeremy Patterson. Oh, the nines went up on the high side. Going to pass Jeremy Patterson.
Ooh, on the high side. Wow.
Wow, did he get a run off that high side?
That was gutsy.
Yeah, it was, man. Whoop, we got somebody down there spinning it down on the apron. Tony lost it.
Let's see. Go back and watch us. No caution yet, Ed?
No caution yet, Rudy. I just want to see what happened. Gonna do a slow-mo here, see what's going on.
He bounced off the outside wall. He didn't hit anything. He kept it off the inside wall, so...
Oh, no, he didn't hit nothing, but got me some tires on that thing.
Yes, sir. So no caution. Going to cost Tony several positions, though.
Oh, it's too bad, man. Too bad that truck got loose. That got loose, and then he slipped and he was draped against the wall. But I'm glad he stayed from hitting that inside wall. Boy, that's a number wall. You get that inside wall, you hit that thing.
William Kirk into the third position now, and followed right up by Dustin Lee and Jeremy Patterson. So them three have been hooked up since the green flag dropped dead, and they're still just running right there together.
Yeah, they sure are, Rudy. I see William D. Kirk got around Dustin Lee there. Dustin Lee slid up and scraped the wall there, and William D. Kirk went right around him.
Good deal. David Howard's starting to reel in our leader a little bit now, Ed. He's reeled him into within a half a second of him. I think David's hungry. He knows this beginning of the new season and everything, and trying to get out there and maintain them points. I don't have the points in front of me right at the moment, Ed, but not sure where he's at. In the points.
Oh yeah, 10-4 on that, Rudy. Oh man, that was a good switch. You see Dustin Lee got back around William D. Kirk, man. They got some good racing here. He slipped up and hit the wall a bit, so Dustin Lee said, well, it's my turn, man. I'm going to lead down this lap.
And now William trying to look back by him again.
He sure is, man. He's got to look at the inside. You got to be careful, man, because you got Jeremy Patterson right there watching them guys fight it out there. He wants to go by both of them.
Oh, definitely. It's a good battle going on up there with them guys. Wow. Kevin O'Brien running back here in the seventh spot. And Matthew Breckel, he got by Matthew Breckel, so that's going to be, that was fourth position.
Yeah, it sure was, Rudy.
So good job there. And Tony now still running in the eighth spot. I think he's trying to kind of get them tires cooled back down, Ed. I'm not sure if he got them cooled down yet or not, but he definitely lit them up when he spun around.
Oh, I imagine that. Ooh, I see what happened to Dustin Lee. Dustin Lee got loose there and got down to the bottom down there, and that got Jeremy Patterson and William D. Kirk go right by him.
Tony had caught Matthew Breckel there. Ooh, Matthew getting loose, going way down low, and Tony gets back by, or goes by Matthew Breckel. But Matthew did save it, but boy, his tires are superheated now. He's going to have to be careful, tiptoe around that track for a few laps, getting cooled off. And now Tony's looking at Kevin O'Brien, looking on the bumper of Kevin O'Brien. But look at clear back here, just ahead of Kevin O'Brien.
Ooh, the 84 hit the apron.
Yep. Dustin Lee right up there. Man, Dustin Lee's went backwards real quick. He's clear back to 5th spot.
Wow.
As Jeremy Patterson and William Kirk are battling up here for position now.
Well, Dustin Lee got a little loose there, Rudy. Hit the bottom apron there. He had to let off the gas, and it took him a few minutes to get the gas throttle back up again.
William Kirk just hit the wall, and then Jeremy Patterson got by him.
So I've been watching, man, back and forth.
Well, I've noticed the side-by-side racing is not real great here in the turns. It's so hard to pass in the turns. If you're racing side-by-side, somebody's got to give.
Oh, for sure, Rudy.
Ed, if you wanted to look at the points, you could look at in the league racing channel. The points are over there on the right. Should be the top set of points. Should say season 2. Just click on that link and you'll go right to the points.
Yeah, 10-4.
And see where some of these guys are running.
Okay.
Because I put those points in last week, but I couldn't even tell you where they're at.
Lead racing, right?
Yeah, the league racing channel right below Williams' name there.
Yeah.
Click on that channel one time and go look over to the right on the description. And
season 2, Dan Lisa.
There you go. We're coming up on halfway here pretty quick. Let's see, in about another 6 or 7 laps, we're going to be halfway, Ed, so they're clicking them off. Running pretty good. We've had, what, 2 cautions?
2 cautions, yes, we did, Rudy.
Okay. Not bad. William Kirk's trying to reel Jeremy Patterson back in, but I think he's just kind of hanging there in place right now. That for the 4th position, Jeremy running in the 3rd. But back up front here with the leaders, David Howard was reeling in our leader, and now he's starting to lose a little bit of ground too, Sean. Let's see where he's at. He's back to about 8/10 behind our leader now. But we've still got 8 cars on the lead lap, Ed.
Cool, that's awesome, Rudy. You're doing a good job tonight, these guys, man.
We got a lot of people disconnect. Rush disconnected.
Oh, that's what I'm showing right now, Rudy. It's Sean Butler's in 1st. Tony Godwin's in 2nd. Eddie Curry is in 3rd.
Oh, those aren't the right ones. Eddie Curry's not in the race. He's not in the league anymore.
I'm looking at season 2 standings. Don't know what to tell you, Rudy. I just not.
All right, well, don't worry about it. because I can't look at him with the broadcast going.
No, I got it.
David Howard getting a little bit loose and taps the wall. That's going to cost him big time there. Oh boy, did he ever get loose coming into the turn. Yes, sir. That cost him big time right there. So, but they're staying green. Now David's going to have a little tire issue. He's going to have to kind of try to manage them tires a little bit better. Jeremy Patterson way back here behind these guys now. 7 seconds behind our leader, and William Kirk right there nipping on his heels. Tony Godwin in 5th, 17 seconds behind the leader here, Ed.
Yeah, he hit that wall a bunch, and glad he saved the truck though, man. You remember that we spun around there.
Mm-hmm. Steve Hurst back out on the track here, he's just trying to pick up maybe another position. If he can run a few more laps here, he'll pass up. If he can run about another 12 laps, he'll pass up Spencer and Rush, and that'll put him in the 9th position. This buddy just cruising around on the apron, and that's probably the best he'll get because he's so many laps down.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think, Tony hits the wall again. Wow, man. But turn, let's see, that would be turn 2, man. Turn 2 is, it's rough. Coming out of turn 2 is pretty rough. But William Kirk has caught Jeremy Patterson now, and them two nose to tail here. And William gets right up on the back bumper of Jeremy and kind of makes Jeremy, I think, a little, maybe not just a little bit squirrely, but maybe a little bit nervous too.
Yeah, because he's really driving that truck really hard in those turns.
Mm-hmm. So David Howard still running in the 2nd spot out here. Now a 2.5 seconds behind our leader. So Sean out here just dominating this race. And we are past halfway now, Ed. 66 laps into it.
Oh, we're getting there, Rudy.
About 60 to go. You know, these guys were talking about the server being a little bit different, you know, and I've noticed that it is a little jerky.
Right.
So, you know, it just could be a bad server.
It could be, Rudy.
Yeah, I'm just going to say it is because, you know, it more than likely that's what the problem with it is. So, Sean catching up to Matthew Breckel here to put Matthew, this is one of the first lap down trucks that has been caught by Sean to pass and put a lap down. So Matthew staying way down low off of the apron there, giving the leader lots of room to go by him. So good job by Matthew.
Yeah, it was awesome. Thank you, Matthew.
And now he's coming up on the back bumper of Kevin O'Brien here. And we'll see if Kevin's going to get out of his way too. Man, look at the respect out here. These guys are giving the leaders out here, Ed. Man.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Don't get no better than that, I'm telling you. Back here still battling for 3rd and 4th spot is Jeremy Patterson and William Kirk. Still battling this out. Two great racers right there, I'll tell you. Them two right there they rank right up there with the David Howards and Tony Godwins. They're very respectful and race each other hard week after week. So Jeremy does get by, Sean, excuse me, Sean does get by Kevin O'Brien. Does put Kevin O'Brien a lap down now. So looking at it right now, we have 6 cars on the lead lap. The next one he'll be catching will be Dustin Lee, which is 22 seconds behind. And after that, he'll be looking for Tony Godwin.
It sure will be, Louie.
That's a really major turn of events, ain't it?
Yeah, it is.
How did William Kirk put a picture up there just now? Tony Godwin left? Are you serious? Tony Godwin left.
Yeah, he's gone.
All right. So David Howard Jr. getting by Kevin O'Brien now. Kevin giving him lots of room to get by him. Oh, Sean gets into the wall coming out of the turn. Just taps it a little bit. I think he's starting to feel a little bit of the crunch of the old tires.
Yeah, he has to be, man. The rest of them are. The leader can't just keep running high or hard like that, you know.
Oh, man. Dustin Lee not that far ahead of our leader, just a few seconds, about 6 or 7 seconds behind our leader, or ahead of our leader, excuse me. And when the leader catches him, he'll be putting Dustin Lee a lap down. Dustin Lee hits the wall coming out of the turn. So these guys are really starting to feel this tire wear now. They've got to be. Matthew Breckel just now coming off of pit road, rejoining the race. I believe more than likely he took 4 tires and full tank of fuel, and he should be probably pretty good for the rest of the race now. William Kirk does get by Sean Butler now. God, why do I get them two mixed up? Jeremy Patterson. He does get by Jeremy Patterson, and that is for the, that would be for the third position.
Spot. Yep, third spot.
So Jeremy's starting to reel him back in a little bit. Wants to stay close to him and wait for William to make a mistake and get by him.
Yeah, because you know what, the guys are back and forth there. One will hit the wall and the other will go by him. I've seen that for a few laps there, Ludi.
Yeah.
Scrape that wall a little bit and lose momentum coming off the turns, and guy in back will go right by you. Good job by the 84 time Kevin O'Brien, man, giving these guys a lot of room. Hits the bottom 8 front, lets these guys go by that fourth and third position. Really, that's awesome.
Yes, sir.
Oh, David's falling back to 2.5, almost 3 seconds back of our leader now.
So looking ahead here on Sean. On the front fender of Sean's truck here, he's looking at Dustin Lee, creeping up on him ever so slowly here, but he is catching him to put him a lap down. This has got to be a grueling race for these guys. You know, I know a lot of them have been practicing this, you know, quite a bit this past weekend, but Man, this has got to be a grueling race. This is they probably dreaded this tonight.
Oh, for sure, Rudy. I mean, it's a really tough track.
And coming out of this race, Ed, they got another short race, short track next week, Martinsville.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That's a tough track all by itself.
Yes, sir. But you know, I'd rather run that one than this one.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So Dustin Lee still running in 5th position out here, 26 seconds behind the leader, but 27, excuse me. He's still putting down some decent laps, but boy, I'm going to tell you, Sean is coming big time. Ooh, Sean got a little bit loose going into the turn there. David Howard back to 3.3 seconds behind the leader, but still hanging there in 2nd position.
Yeah, I think what's happening, Rudy, his tires gave out, and he's backing off the throttle a little earlier. Sean Butler's doing the same thing, if I noticed, though. He's backing off the throttle, too, because I know his tires are about wore.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And these guys, they don't want to pit unless the leader pits, you know, because they don't want to go a lap down, because it's very hard to make up that lap.
Oh, it sure is.
Oh, we've got William Kirk into the wall hard. Whoa, man, what the heck happened there to William? Let's go to the far chase view here and watch him as he comes around. I believe this is turn 2, coming to the backstretch. He hits hard into the outside wall, comes down, slams the inside wall. Don't look like he really took a heck of a lot of damage, but and he does get it straightened back out. No caution, but he does come down pit road now and try to get some of that damage fixed on his truck. So let's stay with William and see what he does here. He misses his pit stall. Doggone, man, he's all kinds of bad luck now.
I see Dustin Lee's on pit road too, Rudy.
Yes, sir. Dustin Lee coming down, along with our leader, Sean, coming down now, and he overshoots his pit too. Holy smokes!
Oh boy!
They're out there on these old tires, Ed, and they're slippery as the dickens, you know. So
I got David Howard Jr. coming on pit road.
And we'll follow along. Everybody's been doing 4 tire changes, so gosh, I couldn't imagine only doing a 2 tire change here unless it was like 10 to go or something. But so yeah, David Howard Jr. on pit road now, and he's changing right side tires and left side tires. Full load of fuel, ready to make a run to the end.
That was a good pit by David.
Yes, it was. Absolutely flawless. I see a lot of these guys. I mean, he stopped right on his pit stall, didn't have to back up. That was very costly to Sean. That cost you a couple extra seconds, you know, to throw that thing in reverse, back up, and then put it back in first. And
yeah, you know, those few seconds, man, sometimes it can cost you.
so showing Jeremy Patterson in the lead now, Ed. And
oh, he sure is.
And he is not pitted yet. And he's still out there on old tires, and I'm telling you, they're gonna. He's got the whole field lapped right now. They'll catch him pretty quick. On them new tires. He's coming up on the back bumper here of Kevin O'Brien. Okay, Jeremy he is going to come down on pit road now. Boy, he's coming in there awful hot. Hope he gets her woed down. Whew, that was close. So Jeremy coming on pit road now. We're going to go watch him and make sure on his pit stops here, see what he gets done. I don't see a whole lot of damage on the front of that truck, Ed, but we know he did tap the wall a few times, so if he did have a reset left.
Yeah, 10-4. If not, you're in the pit for a while.
Yeah, but he doesn't have that much damage. I don't, it would probably be all optional.
Right, yep. He's off.
4 tires in a way. Good job by Jeremy. Now we'll see as they come back around here, cycle, who's going to be in the lead now. William Kirk goes by him, but that's going to be, I'm assuming, probably to get his lap back. So Sean Butler back out in the lead. David Howard right behind him. About 4 seconds back. So Jeremy's going to be about 13 seconds behind the leaders. So I'm showing we still got about 8 cars out on the track yet, Ed.
Yeah, we sure do, Rudy.
So, good job. You're 90. Let's see, they're coming to lap 95, Ed. So be 30 laps to go this time. Well, 30 laps to go. William Kirk taps the wall into the turn. He's still got a little bit of damage on that truck.
Yeah, he was running in third there, but Jeremy Patterson, he just walked right around them and see you later.
Yeah, I think Jeremy's got a little bit less damage, and he just come out of the pits on them brand fresh tires. And William having just a little bit of damage, I think it might be slowing him up just a little bit.
That could be, man. He's been pounding that outside wall, scraping, right side of that truck. So it might be tough on him. That fender, that door's all messed up. Oh, easy. The 17's in the wall. Okay, good job, 17.
Dustin Lee still out here running in the 5th position. Good job by Dustin tonight. He got a little messed up there when he almost spun it out a couple times, and it really slowed him up a lot. So, but Sean does put him a lap down again. So Dustin Lee, first car lap down.
4 cars on the lead lap, Rudy.
Yeah. So this time by, we'll be taking lap 99. So 26 laps to go, Ed.
Yeah, we're flying right through this track, Rudy.
Yes, sir. A lot better than I thought we would. You know, when we started out with a couple of cautions there, you know, in the first 25 laps, it was like I thought, oh boy, I hope this ain't the trend of what the night's going to be like. But you know what? Again, these guys have wowed us out here with their driving skills, and you know, these guys are some of the best drivers in iRacing right here.
Yeah, you got that right. Now, here's the thing, Rudy. Didn't we run Darlington in season 1?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
I don't remember. Maybe I shouldn't say. Maybe I should say that I don't remember.
Okay. I don't know if we ran Darlington. It seems like we have. I think we are. I don't remember if this is the track we went caution free or. I'll have to look that up, Rudy. Will that tell us on the season?
Yeah, on season 1. I left it in there. If you just go down in the description there a little bit, it should be season 1.
Okay, we should do that, Rudy. I see what Darlington.
I don't recall. I'm saying to myself, I don't think we did, but I don't really remember.
Okay, bud.
So lap 101 in the books. Working on lap 102. David Howard Jr. running about 6.1 seconds behind our leader, Sean Butler. Jeremy Patterson in the 3rd spot there, 11 seconds behind the leader. William Kirk running in the 4th spot. Dustin Lee running in the 5th spot, 1 lap down. Kevin O'Brien 2 laps down in 6th. Matthew Breckel in 7th. And Steve Hurst has picked up 1 spot, now running in the 10th spot. If he can run a few more laps here, he may be able to pull out a 9th place finish. I think he's just struggling along. I know a lot of that's probably what I'd be doing too, Ed. I just not good at this track, not my track, you know.
Yeah, mine either. I'd be doing the same thing. I'd be letting off the gas. Go ahead, man. I'm just riding.
Yep. He's just staying down on the apron there, just riding around, and running some laps down. You know, I think he's got to figure it out. If he can just run a few more laps, he'll pick up a couple more, 1 more position, and that's probably all he's going to get. If he gets about 4 more laps, he'll beat Rush out there. So
yeah, I was watching the 9 of William D. Kurt. Got loose there, hits the inside wall really hard on lap 104.
yeah, I think he's struggling right now. He's got a beat up car and trying to stay out of everybody's way. He knows he's struggling. He's probably really having trouble steering it. Let's go on board with him, Ed, and let's see maybe if he's like really sawing on that wheel. Oh, he's got the wheel turned probably about 15 degrees to the left to go straight, which ain't bad. Not bad, but it sounds like he's just not quite completely up to full speed, so he could have some engine damage too, you know.
Oh, I think so, Rudy. I mean, he come up high and all of a sudden that truck just let loose and went inside, right inside that wall, boy. Hit that really, really hard.
I'm riding on board with David Howard right now, and he seems to be hitting his marks fairly well, so good job by David out here tonight. I'm kind of thinking, Ed, that maybe new tires isn't the way, the best thing out here. A little bit older tires kind of let you slide a little bit more than the new tires gripping too much.
Yeah, I think so. But that's a hard call, though, Rudy. You know, we got a track that's really, really loose, and some of these guys can drive it, some guys can't. That's a tough call. Either take 2 tires or 4 tires. If it was me, I think I'd just take all 4 because I'm used to taking all 4. You know.
Yes, sir. David Howard 7.2 seconds behind our leader, Sean Butler, now. And Jeremy Patterson in the 3rd spot. They're 12 seconds behind the leader. So, I don't know if there's enough laps left for Jeremy to catch David. But if there was, getting by David could be another question, you know. We know this track's kind of tough to pass on. 15 laps to go, Ed. Williams trying to stay out of Sean's way. Williams does bring it back up on the track, but he's into the wall a little bit. Boy, that truck is all beat to crap, ain't it?
Oh, it sure is. He just nailed the wall again.
Yeah. He's really struggling right now just to maintain the position that he's got. And
whoa, almost comes up in front of our leader, but he holds on to it.
Yeah.
Try to give him the room. That's kind of hard to get that truck down on that apron.
So William does go a lap down now. So the 3 cars on the lead lap. That's it.
That's funny, man, to see that.
Jeremy Patterson there running in the 3rd spot. The last one on the lead lap, but he's 12 seconds behind the leader. David Howard 7.6 seconds behind the leader in 2nd. And Sean Butler back up front here. And I don't want to leave out Matthew Breckel. Matthew Breckel's still running in the 7th position. Really running well. He's 2 laps down, but he's doing quite well out here, hanging in there with the guys. And, you know, he's probably dreading this track right along with the rest of them.
Oh, for sure, Roy. Nice looking truck he's driving tonight, too.
It is.
Number 17.
Yes, it is. Love it. And Kevin O'Brien's still running out here doing well in the 6th position. Great job by Kevin tonight. Dustin Lee in 5th. So we'll get back up here to the leader. And the leader taps the wall there as he comes across the stripe to start lap 114. So we're winding them down really, really fast here, Ed.
Oh, yeah, we are, Rudy. Oh, now if we just crank out, hit the wall.
And Steve Hurst has picked up that 9th position, Ed. He stayed out just long enough to beat out Rush for that position. Good job. Hey, I got to commend the guy for hanging in there.
Yeah, me too.
But there's not enough laps to, left for him to pick up 8th to beat out Tony. So that's where he'll finish, is in the 9th position. William Kirk driving Rush's truck around there, I think. The thing's a piece of junk, and he's still running it around the track. He hit into the wall again. He's just really, really struggling with that truck right now, man. That's just too bad, because William, a very, very good racer. And, I mean, I hate to see him get beat up like that.
Yeah, it's just tough. I mean, what are you going to do? Like I said, Rudy, you're at Darlington, man. Really tough track. Look, there's scraping going on. There's some flames and sparks and everything else coming off William D. Kurt's truck tonight, number 9.
Where the heck? There's our leader. Wow. So this time by, Ed, we're going to have 7 to go.
Wow. Can't believe this race has gone so fast.
Man, I'm telling you. Well, the guys have been just out here, I think, kind of, they know it's a tough track. They're trying to make the best of it, and they're racing the track. They're obviously spread out far enough they're not racing each other. So they're just racing the track, running the laps out, and finish where they're at and be happy with it. You know, let's move on to next week.
Yeah, that's right, Willie. That's what we have to do, is get this one over with and done with and move on.
6 laps to go, Ed.
Awesome.
Well, I was kind of thinking, being there ain't very many of us, Ed, maybe you can go up into TeamSpeak up there, and I'll give you about maybe 10 seconds or something and tell the guys that I'm going to come up, and we can just all talk up in there, but I will just interview them up there. What do you think?
Sounds good to me, Rudy.
Okay, just, you know, tell them all to kind of be quiet, because I'm going to come up and we'll just interview them up there.
Okay.
All right, sounds good. Sean Butler continuing to lead here. 5 to go. Ooh, and Sean gets a little bit loose there into the turn. Does hit the wall. And that's just what David Howard's looking for. He's waiting for Sean to make that mistake. And that cost Sean about 9/10 of a second, almost a full second right there by that little bobble. So
early points.
Okay, William, just be careful. I'm coming up to you now.
Negative.
I ain't gonna wreck you, don't worry. I'm too slow to wreck anybody.
Okay, Rudy, the floor is yours.
well, we ain't
What's
got
that?
a winner yet. We gotta wait till we cross this finish line. I'm just gonna
Justin?
interview you guys up here.
Take it, 84. Take it, take it, take it, take it.
Just take
Justin,
it.
if you can promise me you won't wreck, I'm just gonna stay here behind
I'm
you.
coming
I'm ready to
hard,
try
I'm
to pass
coming
you.
hard, Will.
Just take it. Take it.
Take it, Sean.
Thank you.
I won't almost wreck you this time, I promise.
Yeah, thanks, William.
Take
Yep.
it now.
Got a dead car. Dead. It's limping. Someone shot it in the foot.
I'm surprised I haven't hit the wall harder before. I keep touching it and I don't know why.
You want to talk about touching the wall? Come here. Get a good close up on the front of my car there, bud.
2 laps to go. Coming down to the closing laps here at one of the toughest
Yeah,
tracks
Sean.
we've had to run.
Thanks, Kevin.
All right, Matthew. I'm gonna stay ahead of you here for these closing laps, and if you get on me, I'm just gonna wreck you.
Nice guy.
I won't.
Jeez.
I'm not. I will not be past the good.
I'd hook him
Oh,
for that,
Lord.
Matthew. Okay.
No, I'm just joking with him. He knows it.
Last lap, guys, coming to the line.
Go get it, Sean. Go get it. Go get that win for HPM, baby. Bring it home. Bring it home.
As he comes out of turn 4, he does tap the wall a little bit.
Just had to give you something to look at.
Let's fight, Matthew. Let's fight. Let's go.
Coming across the line, Sean Butler wins it. David
You gonna
Howard,
get me, Matthew?
David Howard coming across in the 2nd position,
And I got another 4X.
and Jeremy
was
Patterson
after-
is yet to come across. Remember, guys, don't hit nothing.
I already got hit.
Those are bonus points. All right.
That was
so
after-
we go.
After the checker flag counts too?
No, you got to
Yep.
make one more lap around before your cooldown lap.
I apologize then, I'm sorry. That's my bad.
What happened?
I
I was gonna say he jokingly hit me, but he didn't know that it still counted after the race was over.
I forced it on the inside. Yeah, it's because I thought it was over. My
Hey,
bad.
William, I don't think it matters to you, does it?
Well, yeah, I mean,
That
it
truck's
sort
so
of
beat
does,
up.
but yeah, I know I've
I
already
can't
lost.
see.
Let's see how many points I lost this race.
Okay.
Sean.
Okay.
Good job, Sean.
Thanks. Thank you.
Sean Butler. Good job out there tonight, buddy. Tell us a little bit about your race.
Well, I hit the wall a lot, but I think I hit it less than everyone else.
Probably
it was a fun race, though.
Not a fan favorite tonight. I can see that. We had a lot of people leave, and a lot of people having difficulty time navigating this small track. The Racing Groove. Where was the Racing Groove at, Sean?
Well, and you really had to kind of clip the apron getting into one, ride it up to the top and in the middle, and then drop it down to the bottom getting out of two, and then the best way to get into three was just to kind of keep it up towards the top, and I think that's kind of why I kept running into the wall, because it was the fastest way around.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All in all, I think it was a pretty good race. We had 2 cautions early on there. It was just everybody really having a difficult time out here, I think, with this track, even though a lot of guys put a lot of practice time in here. Just the track itself, just a very, very tough track. And I don't think anybody will disagree with that by any means. But, you guys up there in the front, man, you dominated this race, Sean. Just great job, and congratulations coming home first place, buddy.
Hey, thanks, man. I think we finally found the race that Tony can't kill all of us at. Felt bad. He just didn't have the speed here tonight, and then he got caught up in that little. I guess he wrecked off a 2 and wrecked his car pretty good, and that was his night.
Yeah, he tapped the outside wall by himself and spun. He didn't hit nothing. We watched it. He didn't hit nothing, but it put him back so far that it was just he tried and tried and tried to catch up and just couldn't get caught up. But
yeah.
But anyhow, congratulations on your win. Ed, you got anything? Ed?
Rudy?
Yeah, you got anything for?
Yeah, Sean. Good run tonight, Sean. Man, congratulations on that win tonight, man. Awesome job. Stayed out front most of the race. Got off pit road. Awesome pit you had. It's just an awesome race for you, buddy. Do you want to give a wave out and any sponsors on your truck tonight?
I'm not sure if my brother kept watching out in Chicago. I just want to say hi to him and just thank everyone for a good race tonight. And HPM came in 1-2, baby.
All right.
There you go. Congratulations.
Right. David Howard, you got a copy?
Yeah, 10-4. I got you, Rudy.
Wow, man, what a race. You hung in there the whole race. Yeah, you finished about 9 seconds behind Sean, but very good race out there for you tonight, and we'll have to see where that's going to put you in the points, but great job out there tonight, and tell us a little bit about your race.
Well, like Sean said, it's about hitting the wall here, and who hits it the least amount of times take care of your car, and I have my fair share of smacks against it tonight, but obviously less than a few, so feel good about our team. HPM coming home 1-2, and William Kirk showed some strength. Do want to give a shout out to Timothy Lewis. We couldn't do this without him. Sorry he missed it tonight. I don't know what's going on with him. Can't wait to see him back, and thank you and Ed for doing this, man. It's a lot of fun.
Very cool, very cool. Ed, you got anything for David?
Yeah, Dave. Awesome job tonight, man. You were right up there for a while there, catching Sean there. I saw you hit the wall a few times there, brought your truck back here, but you hung on to it and hung on to second place, man. Just an awesome job you did tonight anyways, David. Like every time we go to a track, man, you do good there anyway. So I just want to say congratulations, man, for second place there for sure, Dave. Good driving.
Yeah, I appreciate you, Ed. And like I said, we really thank you guys. I don't think you guys get enough thank yous, but we try to thank you every chance we get. And Sean Butler, man, he dominated this one. Got to give it to him, man. Glad to call him a teammate, and it's a lot of fun racing with him.
Yeah, I noticed, as another thing, I was watching you guys out there racing. We had some drivers here just pull up on the low side of the track, let you guys go by, give you all sign of room. And, man, that was some awesome racing. And some of these teammates that you got rolling with you, David, are awesome, too, just to give you that chance to let these leaders and in the first, second, and all the way down the third or fourth drivers that they, let you pass and don't give you a hard time, because some drivers want to hold you up, you know what I mean? But they did a great job. We don't, talk about them drivers that do that respect thing for you guys, you know what I mean? So, good job, you guys out there tonight, too.
Yeah, absolutely, Rudy. Especially at a track like this, man. It's really tough to stay out of somebody's way. As hard to believe as that sounds, it really is hard to get out of somebody's way. So, hats off to all these guys for keeping it under control tonight. Yeah,
10-4, buddy. Well, anyways, good job tonight, bro.
You want to give a wave out to anybody or give thanks to anybody there, David?
Yeah, I'll just say thank you to my wife, for allowing me the time and peace for me to do this. So thanks to her and anybody watching. I got a lot of friends that may be watching. So if you know me, thank you for watching.
Very cool, very cool. Jeremy Patterson, coming home third spot. Congratulations, my friend.
Thanks. Yeah, feels good. Pretty much everything David said, mirror that. I mean, I hate to sound like the same thing as him, but if you ever watch this race, we're pretty much the same on the track, too. I was hoping I could catch up to him. I couldn't quite pull it off, but hey, third place feels good. I'll take it.
Yeah, you finished 18 seconds behind, and, we've seen a lot of you and William battling it out pretty much the whole middle part of the race, and what a battle, what a show you two put on there. Great race by you two. William just got a little bit loose there and went in and, after he hit the outside wall, went in and gathered up the inside wall, took a lot of damage, and I don't know if he was only running on about 7 cylinders at the end, but you managed to come home third, and that's all that's important.
Yeah, I hated to see him go out like that. He and I were having a lot of fun, real respectful racing. We were communicating back and forth. It was real clear to both of us that he had me in turns 3 and 4, and I had him in turns 1 and 2. So it was sort of difficult to know who should be out front. And we both started getting a little sloppy there after our battle started going on for quite a while. I was getting a little bit of brain fade and tapping the wall a little bit, but it was a lot of fun racing with him. I hated to see him go out like that.
Very good. Ed, you got anything for Jeremy?
Yeah, Jeremy, man, what an awesome race you guys, man. You guys had a hell of a battle back and forth. Even Dustin Lee was up there with you guys for a while there with the first part of the race. I don't know what happened to Dustin Lee, but you got backwards there. And William D. Kurt and you, man, what a battle you guys, back and forth for a while there. And all of a sudden, William D. Kurt hit the wall a few times, probably more and some of you other guys. But I want to congratulate him, too, man. I mean, he did a hell of a job just racing with you tonight, Jeremy. So good job, anyways, for taking third place. And do you want to give a wave out to any of your fans and any sponsors on your truck tonight for us?
Yeah, definitely. Like everyone else said, thanks to you guys for putting this on. Thanks for Timothy for paying for it. Thanks for the rest of the guys in the league for giving good, clean racing. And just like David said, thanks to my wife for putting up with my hobby.
I hear you.
All right, well, I'm going to give a quick rundown here, and then we'll close this race out. And we're going to Martinsville next week, so hopefully it's going to be a little bit better racing there than it was here. But Sean Butler coming home in first place tonight, David Howard in second, Jeremy Patterson third, Dustin Lee in the fourth position. In fifth place was William Kirk, Kevin O'Brien in sixth spot, Matthew Breckel in seventh, Tony Godwin coming home in the 8th place, Steve Hurst 9th, Rush coming home 10th, Spencer Burns 11th, Aaron Davis 12th, and Chuck Scala rounding up 13 in the 13th place. So 13 racers out there tonight. Good job by you all, and we will see you next week.